The Clutterbuck Saga, Tales of the Frontier, Episode 1. We take you now to a log cabin in the woods of northern New York around 1750. The Chumley family, recently arrived from England, are settling in with the help of their loyal and rather unusual housekeeper, Mrs. Gardenia Clutterbuck. On this day, Mr. Chumley, a lawyer, is anxious to know the likelihood of his getting lunch or any kind of nourishment in the very near future.
"But, Mrs. Clutterbuck, I distinctly asked that lunch be served at noon." "What's that, Mrs. Clutterbuck? You couldn't get rid of your visitors?" "Mr. and Mrs. Chingachgook came over for a chat and stayed well past 11. I don't care if they are the last of the Delaware Mohicans. They've no business upsetting my lunch. There aren't very many Chumleys left either, Mrs. Clutterbuck, but we don't go lurching around the landscape disrupting other people's digestive plans. And now they're coming over on Thursday for dinner? Of all the confounded nerve. But bringing gifts, you say? A turkey. What's a turkey, Mrs. Clutterbuck? Like a chicken, but bigger, like a duck only bigger and can't fly, but like a goose and uglier? Sounds revolting. What does one do with it? Eat it, Mrs. Clutterbuck? Surely we've had enough of these local foods that we don't have to eat something quite as appalling as this creature sounds. Those pumpkin omelettes Algonquin you made last week were really rather unusually chewy. The turkey tastes better if one eats it with cranberries. I'll wager it does. About a bushel of cranberries for every turkey, I should think. Ha! Oh, yes. What's that? Mr. and Mrs. Chingachgook want to bring a few friends from Delaware over and make it a bit of a party? Just exactly how many does that mean? I remember the last time they came over, smoked all my tobacco and made Mrs. Chumley quite distraught with all the singing and dancing. What? Oh, a harvest party. Well, that does sound a little bit more respectable.
And so began the first Thanksgiving dinner. The Chumleys and the Chingachgooks are still arguing about who should have done the washing up.